What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another tier list video. Today, of course, we're going to be doing X and Y as we did Sun and Moon last time, so I'm excited for this one, but also I'm going to have to do a lot of looking at what's actually in the sets for this one, because this is the first one that I really did not open any of it outside of Evolution, so let's get right into it. Okay, got the order set up, so first, of course, is going to be XY base, and like I've said before, you know, base sets, it's always the new coming of a new era, so not typically anything super over exciting, and as I'm looking through this set, that seems to be the case. There's a couple of cool full arts, but nothing super exciting. I don't know what the other sets are entirely, so just keep in mind that these probably will flip around. For now, I'm just going to put it as a D tier set. Next up, we have Flashfire, which if you are a Charizard fan, this is most definitely the set for you. I do think it's really dumb how this set had two of practically the exact same card, just one had a bit more gold around it. I just think Charizard, I mean, I say this all the time, but Charizard is just the most overused Pokemon in the history of Pokemon, and it's just, I don't get it. Can we start showing some love to some more guys that don't have a set revolved around them every single era? It's just, with that being said, of course, the artworks are cool and stuff, even outside of being a Charizard fan. It does have cool artworks, so I won't knock it down insanely low, but I'm still gonna put it into D tier because it's just not the set for me. Next up, we got Furious Fists, which is most definitely the set for me. I didn't realize that they did this with all cards this way, that the secret rare is just slightly more golden, and it's kind of weird that they did that. I don't really like that, but Lucario is the face of Furious Fists. Absolutely love Lucario. I also have the Mega Lucario EX card, so pretty hard to go against this set. I mean, yeah, I'm just a huge fan of Lucario and would love all of these cards of his at some point, so I'll put it into B tier for now. I know it's not going to beat the top of the top, but I would definitely say it's a pretty good set. Okay, next up we have Phantom Forces, which genuinely might be my S tier. I might have to look. Obviously, I'll cross-reference it with the future sets once I actually look at them, but alternate art, Gengar, and then the secret Dialga of this set, that is one of my absolute favorite cards of all time. I just love how they did it, and we've never seen another card like that. The most similar is now with how they're doing the Zekrom, Reshiram, and Victini. That's as similar as it's gotten. That card is the coolest thing I've ever seen. That is an absolute grail piece for me at some point, so I am putting Phantom. I also am a huge fan of Gengar, so this is my S tier for now, so we are definitely breaking the last set of the era being S tier, especially in this one because it's evolutions, and yeah, that sets a yikes. So yeah, that's where I have it for now. We'll see if that changes though. Next up is Primal Clash, which was of course a Groudon and Kyogre main set, but Gardevoir was also a big part of this set, and I think the artworks are actually really cool in this set. I've obviously never opened this set myself, but I do think the cards in this set are good. I wouldn't say they're bad, and they're definitely better than most of what I've seen so far. So I will be putting it into B tier behind Furious Fists, and that's literally only because of the fact that I would rather be opening packs where I could get a character that I like more. Next up, we got Double Crisis, which I don't know exactly what it was, but it was a subset and much smaller set. It wasn't a real full-on set, but with this set did come two of the coolest looking cards ever in the Kyogre and Groudon cards. So even though this is a subset, because of the fact that those cards were created in this one, it has to go into A tier. I mean, you guys, I know you guys can't blame me on this one. Yeah, these cards are just absolutely stunning. I'm pretty sure the creation of these cards led to the other ones, like the Pikachu, and I know there's others, but I'm just like drawing a blank on it, but it led to those artwork style of cards, and these are some of my favorite artworks that I have ever seen be made in Pokemon cards, so definitely very high up there for me, even for being a subset. Okay, next up we got Roaring Skies, which was really heavily based on flying dragons, so of course Rayquaza, Latios, Hydreigon, like a lot of people like that, all of the like sky Pokemon. I think it has some pretty cool artworks. I would say it's a pretty good set overall from what I'm looking at, but then again, once again, I would rather be chasing Lucario than these cards. These just don't interest me as much, but they are cool. Compared to Primal Clash, I would honestly rather be opening Roaring Skies, so I will be putting it up in front of Primal Clash. I'm going to also slide that into C tier so we can start filling out more and move on. Okay, next up we got Ancient Origins, which has some absolutely insane artworks in this. The gold secret rares that they did for this set just look so much better than the sets before it. The full art Lugia is a really cool card. Big fan of Ampharos, and he has a really sick mega card in here. And yeah, this set just has a lot more going for it. Like in an overall aspect, there's more cards that are wanted and to be chased. I think this is definitely worthy of top of B tier or bottom of A tier as of right now. I'll just stick it at top of B tier for now, and we'll see how the rest of the sets pan out. Next up we got Breakthrough, which is very heavily revolved around Mewtwo and has some really, really cool Mewtwo cards in it, with also seeing his Mega Evolution cards. Yeah, this set is really cool, especially for Mewtwo fans. I'm more of a Mew fan than a Mewtwo fan, but I can't even lie and say that these artworks aren't sick. It's really cool that he had an entire set revolved around him, because I feel like honestly doesn't happen as much as it should. I would be much more fine with him getting as much love as Charizard does. Definitely would like to see more of these kinds of sets. I would definitely, even though I do love Lucario and I do like Lucario over Mewtwo, this is absolutely above Furious Fist, and then I'm gonna bump Ancient Origins up to A. Okay, next we got Breakpoint, which is very heavily based around Gyarados, and the Gyarados gold card in this set is really, really cool. Another really sick card. XY did an amazing job on their artworks. They definitely have some of the best artworks we have ever seen. Hopefully with Megas coming back in this new era, hopefully they can kind of tap back into that old glory. We'll find out, but yeah, really cool. That card alone makes this set relatively higher up on my list. The Skyla trainer card is really, really cool from this set. To be fair though, outside of that, there's not much going for it. I'm gonna see how I compare it to the other sets. It is the bottom of B tier, but then I'm going to move Roaring Skies down to C tier. I like how that looks so far. Generations, which this one is going to be tricky because this is a cool set. For people who don't know, this was the 20th anniversary set for Pokemon, and with it came the Radiant Collection, which is one of the most well-known collections to this day. Some insanely cool cards coming from it. The Sylveon, Pikachu, Flareon, which is my absolute favorite from the set. Yeah, just some really, really cool artworks and cards came from this set. I would definitely rather have the Dialga and Phantom Forces over the cards in this set though, but I don't know. I would really say it's like pretty damn near tied with me on the Double Crisis, but actually yeah, that works because this is a subset too. This was not a big set either, or I guess it was a good size set. This is more of a real set, so I think because of that factor I should put it above Double Crisis, because of Double Crisis being more of a subset. I think that goes together better. Okay, next up we have Fates Collide, which has one of the coolest trio of Pokemon on a card ever, in the Alakazam card being Alakazam, Umbreon, and Lugia. Like, how sick is that? All three of those on a card. I can guarantee this card is going to appreciate in value so well over time. And also the fact that I'm not like super biased like a lot of people to the evolutions, but I do think Umbreon is sick in general. Flareon's my absolute favorite, but I would say Umbreon is second, and he gets some good love in this set. And there is a Lugia break card that is really cool. Seeing a golden Lugia is just really sick. Not much going for it outside of those few cards though, so I'm going to put it, I think, below Breakthrough, but I would say it's pretty much tied with it. And I don't ever want to have 4, especially on a B, so Breakpoint's going to get shoved down to top of C, and I think that's pretty good for now. Next up is Steam Siege, which has the really cool Gardevoir artwork, but not the biggest fan of Gardevoir, and outside of that, there's no real cards in this set that excite me. I think this was also one of the sets that people least liked in XY in general. Yeah, it's just not doing it for me. I would honestly just put it above Flash Fire, and then I'm gonna knock down XY base to F tier. And I think that's looking pretty good for now. And then, of course, last but not least, we have Evolutions, which is in fact the only set that I really open packs from in this era. Do have a bit of a bias to it, but it doesn't really change my opinion that it's not the most exciting set. For people who don't know, it was a remake of the base set, original set, with some cool added mega artworks to it, which I can admit, it's a decently good set. I would say it's not bad and it's not good. I would put it like straight into the like C tier area, because I did enjoy opening the set somewhat, but it just wasn't super exciting because 90% of the cards we've already seen before. I'm a huge fan of appreciating new artworks and stuff, so just seeing remakes just didn't excite me too awful much. I'm going to put it above Primal Clash, which will knock that down to D tier. And I think the way that worked out, 1 3 3 3 3 1, looks really good, and I think I like how that list turned out. So yeah, there is my X and Y tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have been enjoying this series. We really don't have much left, to be honest, because Black and White is the last one that was a pretty big set. I'm still gonna, well, I suppose there's some that there's a couple that are still like decently sized sets, so I'm still gonna go through everything. This one will last like big ones, then the size starts getting smaller for a decent amount of the following ones. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, especially if you want to see the rest of this series. And also let me know in the comments like what you guys think, like how you would rank the sets compared to how I did. But yeah, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching, y'all. See you for the next one. Peace.